We're here to build off of the work of Senator Van Hollen, who heroically came down here and showed his family and the world for the first time since he was taken down here that he is alive, that he was alive, and he was well at that time. And so what we want to know is, where is he at now? What is his condition now?
I came here with three distinct goals in mind. Number one, to ensure that Mr. Abrego Garcia is in fact alive today. Number two, to make sure that he is healthy and safe. And then number three, to ensure that he has access to counsel and to his family as is required by international law. We know nothing of Mr. Abrego Garcia's whereabouts since the staged photo op on Thursday with Senator Van Hollen. We demand to immediately know where he is and to have access to him.
I don't think that even have anything to do with the story. What the heck was that about?
What kind of post would you want to succeed?
I would probably like to see someone maybe more.
Whoa, what's going on here? Is this even the right article? Or the right video to the article? Sure, I don't even know. Says mother of 1-year-old married to U.S. citizen deported, separated from baby. That sound like, that damn near sound like the Hodge trans story. When their wives almost got deported. I was like, damn, bro, that's crazy. That's not funny though. Oh man. Shoot. I don't know what that video was about. I don't know whether that was about this article or what. I don't know. Sanchez. Tejeda. A Cuban immigrant married to a United States citizen with whom she shares a baby daughter. I thought when they get married to like the citizens and whatnot that they have a green card or some junk. And that it'd be saved. Right? I be thinking they be saved from getting deported. But I guess I was wrong. Laws change every day, baby. Every day. Let's see. It said it was detained earlier this week and deported to Havana on Thursday on a flight carrying dozens of Cuban immigrants. I'm sorry. I'm so used to the word immigrants. That's all I saw when I saw the word migrant. Same thing, right? The Miami Herald reported on Saturday her husband Carlos Oniel Valle, however you say that, said in Spanish in an emotional video posted on his Facebook account that separated a girl from her mother. They bleeped a mother, a father, and a future of a girl while she was still alive. Wait, what? Huh? Wait, what exactly happened? Wait. Let me watch that video again. Not that video. Damn. Hold on. I'm new to this story, so I don't know what the heck they were talking about. They did say in the video that somebody had passed, right? Didn't they? Was they talking about the mom? Oh, shoot. Was they talking about that? Let me see. Bro, man. Hey, all this stuff just coming up. Oh, man, get out of here. Play the video.
We're here to build off of the work of Senator Van Hollen, who heroically came down here and showed his family and the world for the first time since he was taken down here that he is alive, that he was alive, and he was well at that time. And so what we want to know is, where is he at now? What is his condition now?
I came here with three distinct
They're
goals
talking
in
about somebody
mind.
else.
Number one, to ensure that Mr. Abrego Garcia is in fact alive today. Number two, to make sure that he is healthy and safe. And then number three, to ensure that he has access to counsel and to his family as is required by international law. We know nothing of Mr. Abrego Garcia's whereabouts since the staged photo op on Thursday with Senator Van Hollen. We demand to immediately know where he is and to have access to him.
Man, they need to fix this website. I don't think that video even had anything
What
to
kind
do.
of hope would you want
Hold
to
up,
succeed?
man. Hold up. Yeah, I don't think that. Let me pause that. I don't think they even had anything to do with the article, bro. Talking about freaking, what is it? Brago or something? Bago or something they said. But look. See the guy in this story named Carlos. So it's a whole different name. So what the fuck? Look, it said they bleeped a mother, a father, and the future of a girl while she was still alive. Who? Somebody who passed? Newsweek has reached out to Valet for comment via Facebook Messenger and filled out an online contact form with Tahida's attorney. Newsweek also emailed the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, on Saturday for comment. The context. Tahida's deportation comes amid an immigration crackdown under the current administration, during which some people with valid documentation, including green cards or visas, have been detained and face legal jail. Oh, see, well, like I was saying, laws change every day, baby. Every day. Every day. You ask me, the laws changed like that because they was changing too much during the last administration. That's it's like with a pendulum. That's what they call it, a pendulum. Or they keep it more simple, a swing set. When you swing too freaking hard forward, right, and you fly off that swing, hey, you should have been hanging on. It's the same thing with this. It went too far that way, then swung back hard. Probably harder than the other way it went. You know? That's how it happens. Just like when they say when you fire a shot into the air, sometimes it'll come back down faster than it went up. So it's like, that's what happened with this. Metaphorically speaking. They kept pushing jump too far. And then now it swung back hard. It didn't have to be like this, but bro, I saw it myself, yo. I used to, I was standing out the door like probably last year somewhere. I don't know when it was. Was it last year? I don't freaking know. It probably was a few years ago. I stood outside and I saw I counted 20 plus airplanes flew by. And I'm like, what the hell is all these airplanes? Is it freaking people? Is it drugs? What is this? I don't trust this. I'm like, what is this flying across the... And they was all going the same direction. I was like, what the freak? I don't have a compass, so I can't tell whether it was going east, north, west, south. I don't know. But they were going the same direction. I saw them. They're going from this way to this way. Shoo, shoo. Every few minutes. Shoo, shoo. I'm like, what the freak? All this led to some things like this happening, if you ask me. I know a lot of people, they might not know about that. They probably didn't see it. A lot of people be indoors these days. They don't be on the outside like that too much. I understand it be hot as heck sometime. It be cold as heck sometime. Let's continue the article. President Donald, I don't know what words is blocked and what isn't. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say Donald Duck. Okay. Vow to prevent illegal immigrants with criminal histories or backgrounds from entering and staying in the U.S. The new administration has pledged to launch the largest mass deportation operation in U.S. history. Well, according to the comments, I don't know if that's possible. They said a few presidents that came before him did way more deportation than him. I mean, that's what I've heard. I don't know. But he might make history, and has detained and deported thousands of people in recent months, including to their home countries and others to El Salvador for imprisonment. Damn. I heard some American prisoners are going to be deported soon. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. Hey, normally I'm not into this stuff, but yo. Like, the channel is kind of based around police activity. But this ain't police activity. This is ICE activity. Isn't ICE in like the category of authorities, right? They are some type of authorities. I would think so. Like, but let me look it up. Is ICE the police? Are they? The U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement was created in 2003 under Department of... 2003? Y'all late to the game. 2003? Bruh. Oh, y'all created that in 2003. How late y'all gonna be? Yo. And I'm thinking ICE been around since like freaking... But I don't know. Maybe another form of ICE was around with a different name. That's what I'm hoping. It's like every country is supposed to have something like this in place. You know what I'm saying? From the moment it becomes a country, it's supposed to have this in place. Okay. To protect the U.S. from cross-border crime and illegal... You gotta be freaking kidding me, bro. 2003? 2003? They created this in 2003. They still didn't answer my question. Are they the police or what are they? Are they the police or something similar? They say they're a federal law enforcement agency. It is not considered a police agency in the traditional sense. Yeah, it's not. But it's very similar. They're just on another level. They're kind of like the FBI, to be honest. It's a federal law enforcement agency. Federal. Yeah, that was basically like the FBI, bro. They like the FBI off this mug, man. Damn. Let's get back to it. It said others have also been detained after appearing at DHS offices, including Rosemary Alvarado, a Guatemalan immigrant married to a recently naturalized U.S. citizen, Mohsen Madari, a U.S. permanent resident for 10 years, who was detained by Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which is ICE, agents in Colchester, Vermont, during a naturalization interview, and Cleona Ward, who is being held at San Francisco International Airport after delivering requested paperwork. Want to know? Tahita, 44, a Cuban immigrant who has been living in the U.S. since 2019, went to a scheduled appointment with ICE in Tampa on Tuesday. There, when she was holding her baby and had to hand her over to her husband, Tahita was abruptly detained. Her husband's social media video. They got this on social media. Man, why didn't they put it on the website? On this website. Instead, I saw another video that was unrelated. The frick? I want to see that video. The baby is distressed. And does not want to eat. Valet told the Miami Herald. How old is the baby? Imagine they ripped the child from her mother's arms at the immigration office. The cries of that woman in there could be heard back in Cuba. Damn! Valet said their daughter, who was born premature, is still breastfeeding and now is without that food source. Damn! Damn, I guess I'm gonna have to use that powder. You know that powder? You put that in that bottle, and you start shaking. Damn. Hey, you also have the option of letting her go with the mom. I don't know. You do have that option. That's the first thing I thought about. I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw this article a few hours ago, I thought to myself, why don't they just allow the little girl to go with the mom? Unless that's just illegal. Maybe that's illegal. I don't know. I mean, she is the parent or one of the parents. So, yeah. Sometimes you can't have your cake and eat it too, baby. You know what I'm saying? Horace Trans had to deal with some junk similar to this. But, you know, they was able to... Thankfully, they was able to get their wives in here legally. They said her legal team filed a stay of removal order to halt the deportation, but on Thursday, she landed in Havana along with more than 80 others who were deported from the U.S. through Miami. through Miami. The couple. So those were those planes was going at. I saw so many planes. I guess it was headed to Miami. I saw like 20 plus. I was like, what the frick? What? Never seen that many planes before. I'm like, who is in these freaking planes? Drugs or people or both? It's like Saints Row 3. You ever play Saints Row 3? When you got all these hookers inside of what they call them junks? Storage containers. You got hookers and a lot of storage containers. You got guns and the other ones. That's probably what they had in the air, but not hookers, of course. But I don't know, man. I don't know what the last administration was up to. I have no idea. I have no idea. They could have had anything in those planes. First thing on my mind was drugs and people. That's the first thing that was on my mind. I'm like, man, they got dope in that mug, man. And they got people that ain't from here. Cause why is there so many of them flying by? I'm like, that's too many. Nah, man. I didn't feel comfortable. If I could sue, I would have. But I don't think you can sue for that. I'd be like, I feel distressed right now. Too many planes are flying over my house. I don't know if one is gonna crash into me or what. Like, no. Man, I lose that case so fast, bro. I owe them money. I'd be like, man, you know how long it's gonna take me to pay this off? I'm broke, man. I'm broke. Think that, man. The couple has spoken since she landed in Havana. They must got them Huawei phones. Nah, let me stop. What is that? Oh, I almost thought that was baby formula. I was gonna say they freaked up for that. That's all right there. I mean, she look American, but she don't look American at the same time, if that makes sense. It's an Eastern airplane. An Eastern Airlines plane arrives with Venezuelan migrants deported from the United States at Simon Bolivar International Airport. I never even heard of that airport. In Cretia. Oh, it's in Venezuela. So this happened probably last month. Yeah, last month. Is that people are saying Representative Kathy Castor of Florida wrote in an X, formerly Twitter, post on Friday about illegal deportations in Tampa Bay. Immigration enforcement must be lawful and humane, not weaponized for political stunts. That means investing in smarter border security. Who the heck gives it? I mean, I don't know. Expanding legal pathways and protecting the rights of asylum seekers and immigrant families who contribute so much to our communities. Don't you mean some? Let me read that back. And protecting the rights of asylum seekers and immigrant families who... I think they meant some. I hope they meant some. Because some of them don't contribute, bruh. I mean, some of them contribute to the court system. You know? To the prison system and all that. The American people want a system that reflects our values, not one that rips families apart, violates the U.S. Constitution, and runs counter to human rights. Yeah. That's true. That's true. But, wasn't the family already kind of ripped apart when she left her family? You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, that's how it goes. She can't take her whole family with her when she crossed that border. She couldn't take them with her. So, family was already ripped apart. It is what it is. You got to do what you have to do to make a better life. To create a better life for yourself. And start a family or whatnot. Yeah, man. This was bound to happen, man. Because like I said, I saw 20 plus airplanes in that sky. I was like, what the frick? I know I'm not the only one that saw that jump. I was like, what the frick is this? Oh, I was wondering why I couldn't hit. Come on, man. Assistant Homeland Security Secretary Tricia McLaughlin, kind of name, previously told Newsweek the Trump administration, freak. I said that by accident. Conversation. I said conversation. Don't put words in my mouth. I said conversation. Is enforcing, something the previous failed to do. Shoot, they did the opposite. Like I said, 20 plus airplanes, bro. What you think is in those? Those who violate these laws will be processed, detained, and removed as required. Karina, that's typical. That's a typical, like, what's the name of that country? They use that name a lot, Karina. Is it Mexico or like a different country? I forgot what country it is. Karina Moran, daughter of recently detained Rosemary Alvarado, told CBS 42 earlier this week, it feels like she's been stripped away from me, and I feel like I'm never going to see her again. I've been with my mom my entire life. I don't know what it's like to not have her. I have to tell my younger brothers that they're not going to get to see their mom. It makes me feel awful to see my dad struggling the way he is. So they got other children and stuff like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Shit. Ugly out here, man. But that what happens, bro. That what happens. You take advantage of laws that's already unlawful. You might just get somebody that come in that be like, you know what, I gotta correct this. You know what I'm saying? 20 freaking plus airplanes. I'm still thinking about that jump. To be honest, I haven't thought about it in months. But reading this, it made me remember what happened. 20 plus freaking airplanes. You know what I'm saying? Within an hour at that, I think it was within an hour or two, I saw freaking 20 plus airplanes. I was like, what the freak is this, bro? I know that many people is not on vacation at one time. Who the freak is that in the sky? I was like, who is this? I don't know what's going on. I know people say, well, mind your own business. That's what people probably say to me. Mind your own business. You just nosy. I'm like, you freaking right, I'm nosy. You just keep flying over my freaking house? Could have crashed into me. The freak? What's the chances of me freaking walking away from that? And if I do, I'm paid. And then them motherfuckers might be after me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, man. I just needed some paper. That's all I needed. Some paper. Some medical attention. You know what I'm saying? Some money for all the damages. What happens next? It is unclear what may happen next in Tahita's case. If I said their name right. As she is already in Havana. But her team says they'll continue to fight for her return. Potentially through humanitarian parole. I never even heard of that. What the heck is that? In a Saturday Facebook post written in Spanish, Valet shared a photo of the couple and their daughter, writing, "We miss you, my love, but faith, many people are helping us, and with God's grace, soon we will be together." I mean, hopefully y'all will be together soon. But y'all gotta understand, this isn't personal. This is business. It is. It's not personal. It's business. And not even business, it's law. It's not personal, it's law. Because those other guys, they freaking sending 20 and 30 freaking airplanes a day. I'm like, what the freak? You jam packing areas. You jam freaking packing, bro. Too freaking much. Too many freaking airplanes. Why are you doing this? What the freak? Somebody said, my question for some of y'all, where is your humanity, sympathy? Would you like to be in their shoes? How would you feel constantly being attacked or for simply wanting to have a better life? Not just for yourself. I mean herself, but family too. What would you have done if your place of origin was a danger for you and your family. Hey, we did the same thing. But at the same time, like I said, this is not freaking personal. This is law. The law had to be changed back. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you eating in a dining room and somebody flick the freaking light off on you, right? You gonna flick it back on. You gonna be like, what the frick? You gonna flick it back on. That's what this feels like. When they did that with the 20 plus airplanes flying over my freaking head and other people's heads, that's what that felt like. That felt like they saw me eating in the dining room and they flipped the light switch off on me. Walked away. As I'm saying, hey, they're still walking away. Even start laughing. That's what that feels like. How would you feel if somebody did that to you? They see you eating and they flick the light off. Wait, why this ain't loading up? Load up so I can see those replies. Somebody said, if you really followed the law, you'll be in favor of due process. But then something only want fair treatment for themselves and not for those different from themselves. I mean, some people are like that, some are not. You have good people on both sides. But somebody said semi something. I'm not sure if you can say that word. I guess they arguing in the comments. Like I said, YouTube comment. I didn't know you can even comment on here. I know some article websites you can comment. Damn. Somebody said, what due process wasn't followed? 2 former prezzies deported millions without any hearings or due process. One of them changed the law and procedures to make that legal. Another one deported 3 million with no due process. Did you complain? If that is true, then damn. Yep, those are the type of comments I've been seeing. I mentioned that earlier. Yep, somebody said that former prezzies deported way more people than the current one. And people ignored it. I mean, that's what I heard. It's a perfectly cruel and inhumane. I mean, the law is the law, man. We don't know who that woman can even be. You know what I'm saying? Could be a drug lord. She could be any of that. You don't know who this could be? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like if you win first place in an Olympic game, they take the golden trophy away. And they give you the silver trophy. It's like we're supposed to let them have it because they want it. Although we found out later that they cheated. We're supposed to let them have it, right? Nah, that's not how that works. I'm sorry. That's not how that works. Not at all. Somebody said she does deserve sympathy and the laws need to be changed. These aren't the kind of people we want deported. We need immigrants and we also need more babies. Don't count on women doing their patriotic duty by having them. With or without that 5 G's. They kind of ran on that. I said the same thing. But that's not what we want. That's not what we want. We don't want, nope. That's not what I want. I don't know what these people want. That's not what I want, bro. I want more American babies. You know what I'm saying? What might happen is what the Egyptians feared was going to happen. When them Hebrews was kept multiplying. You remember that in the book of Exodus? At the beginning of Exodus? Probably chapter 1, chapter 2. I forget what chapter it was. Pharaoh started getting scared. Pharaoh was like, yo, these Hebrews outnumber us right now. In our own land. And no, I'm not suggesting that we freaking enslave them or anything. No, I'm not suggesting that. Just in case they want to put words in my mouth. No. But what he feared might happen to us. Might get outnumbered. Probably already outnumbered. And this person talking about, oh, we need, no, man, we need more American babies. You see, look, you see the flag? You see the flag? We need more American babies. My voice picked up. I think it's allergies or something. But normally I don't sound like this. Let me get them replies, man. Load up, damn. What the replies? Bro, come on, bro. Come on, man. I'm trying to see these replies so I can laugh a little bit. Come on, man. This y'all tripping, man. I try to see what these people said, bro, so I can laugh. Somebody said, what a bump argument that America needs these type of people who cut the line. ICE targeted her deportation since 2019 or so. She married an American, had a baby, and all of a sudden, she is the newfound wannabe model American citizen. How nice. Hey, I don't know. Question is, will they allow it in their country? I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt you can go in there, slide all in there. You know what I'm saying? That's if they was as fortunate as America, right? Yeah, imagine if the roles were reversed. What would they do? Shoot. See, in America, the cats got too comfortable. They like throwing up the word racism, right? Which is a fake word, by the way. They like throwing up that word a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? People on both sides of the fence, they love throwing up that word a whole lot. Junk don't really exist, not in my opinion. Prejudice exists, yeah. Evil exists. You know, being pro this skin tone over that skin tone, yeah, that exists. Call that colorism, right? Or you can call it pro white, or you can call it pro black, or you can call it pro beige. I don't know. I forget what I was gonna say. Yeah. Did I read that one? Somebody said we don't need no more babies and useless parents having babies just for money because of screw that. It's a recipe for disaster. Now we're going to have more parents hurting babies and taking them out just for the money. Shit, you never know. I would hope not. I would hope that don't happen. They need to freaking do something, bro. The freaking birth rates is tripping, bro. I think the same thing happening in UK, ain't it? Ain't they being outnumbered by a bunch of migrants coming in and reproducing? Cats better stop allowing this to happen, man. You gonna freaking regret it. Because look, if it's more of them keep coming in, it's a matter of time before one of them end up president. That's what's gonna freaking happen. Other people say, man, that's not gonna happen, man. Please. Shoot, I guarantee one of them gonna wind up president one of these days. They gonna wind up president. And what they gonna do? I'm trying to remember what country this happened in. It was another country that this junk happened in. It was another country. Damn, what country was it? I forgot. But eventually, look, they're gonna, man, the more babies they have, the more it increases their chance of becoming president over American person. And then since they keep, you know, they getting the citizen and all that, they're gonna blend in as an American citizen. You ain't gonna even know. That they know such and such in the chair, you know, they're the head of chief now. Oh, both parents not from here. They're gonna be like, people gonna be looking like, how did this happen? I'm like, well, how am I looking? I'm like, how the freak you think it happened? That's how I'm looking. How the freak you think it happened? I know people may say, how's that a problem? That's a problem because they're gonna change the laws again. They're gonna change it probably worse than the last administration. They're gonna make it real easy. They're gonna start deporting Americans. They're gonna deport them out of their own country. I guarantee that's what's gonna freaking happen. I know cats might be like, man, you tripping, bro. You tripping. I ain't tripping, man. They let too much in, man. I'm telling you, bro. They let too much of people from all over the place, from nations we don't know too much about. Man, look, one of them go get in the freaking jail. Shoot, it don't even have to be one of them. It might be one of our own people. One of our own American people might get in the jail and allow that to happen. For what? I don't even know. Talking about a self-hater. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably call me a self-hater for, even doing this commentary. But that's a true self-hater right there. You are American and you get in the chair and you just open every border. To the point all the American people, they in danger. The ones that do survive all the danger, they deported. It's like, what the fuck you gonna deport him at? I know people say, man, you tripping. I ain't tripping, bro. I don't trust this junk. I'm sorry, I don't trust this junk. What they talking about? Oh, I prefer it be their babies. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, a lot of the American youth, they're slacking a whole lot. But damn, it don't mean you gotta replace them. Cause not every one of them are slacking. Some of them are working hard. But then you want them replaced? I don't know, man. I don't know if that's a good idea. Cause what other country allows this to happen? Except for UK, of course. UK seem like, yeah. Germany, I heard too. Germany, I'm like, damn, what the fuck is he doing? I'm like, why are they allowing these people to come in? People that's not from there. And get closer and closer to take on over the whole country. I'm like, y'all crazy for even allowing this. Y'all supposed to have a freaking wall of China, man. Y'all supposed to have the wall of freaking Germany, the wall of UK, the wall of America. Y'all supposed to have all that up. What y'all doing? Y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping. Sure, y'all tripping. So as I propose men have babies and have legal and physical custody of them. Let them work, deal with daycare, take care of a home, etc. Then when they have to rely on SNAP or TAMF, what the fuck is TAMF? Let them deal with it. Will they still want more babies? The freak? They made that about gender all of a sudden? Shoot, hey, if people want to have babies, let them have babies. Cause like I said, we need more American babies. The fake? Who the heck would want more of somebody else in their country than them? What are you? Somebody that don't want to live no more? Cause I can't say the other word. You don't want to. What the fuck are you doing? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking, man? Even if you was in jail, bro. even if you was in jail, bruh. If you was in a gang in jail because you had to do it for your survival, wouldn't you feel uncomfortable if the other gang had like 3 times as much members as yours? You'd be kind of scared, like, man, these fools might take us out for nothing too. We didn't say anything to them, anything. The leader gave us a mean look, like the fit. I'd be like, man, look, man, we gotta arm ourselves up, dog. We gotta put on no motherfucking phone books. We gotta put the phone books around our ribs to protect our ribs and junk. Put the, you know what I'm saying? Take the phone book to the chest, just in case. Just in case they try to get us with a short piece of plastic or whatever, Or the guard probably helped them out for some money. You know what I'm saying? Probably gave him some real metal. A few daggers. Probably gave him some of those pop. What them drugs called? I forgot what they call them, firecrackers that you drop on the ground and they just pop. Motherfuckers might throw a few of those as a distraction. Be like, what the fuck? And then the other people run from the other way, trying to get us. Oh shoot! Got me in the phone book. Gotta hold his hand though. Alright, let me stop. Let me stop, but they make my job move slow through the algorithm. Alright. Okay, it said if you really followed the law, You okay? I already read that one. Let me keep moving. I mean, I don't support what happened to her, but at the same time, dog, hey, it was supposed to happen because what the last administration was doing, man, freaking 20. I guarantee she was one of the people inside that freaking 20 planes that was flying in. They was doing that jump the right way. They wasn't doing that the right way. You don't do that. What other country do that? No other country gonna allow that jump to happen. You fly in 20 freaking planes of people that's not from there. Imagine there was like another country, right? Which I think there's several countries that's like America. Any of the, I don't know about the governments of those countries, but I know the people they wouldn't be happy with that. They'd be like, hell no, man, what y'all doing? Y'all trying to sabotage us? Y'all trying to set us up? Probably. Freaking 20 plus airplanes. I still remember that freaking jump. I was like, what the frick? Somebody said, what a bump. Wait, I read that one. Someone said just like he did with his wife did. Why is it okay if you're how you say that? Slovenian, but not if you're a Latina? I don't think they said that. I'm sure Slovenians get sent back too. If they was on that 20 airplanes, yeah, I'm sure they got sent back by now. Yeah, if you didn't do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? You get sent back. We gotta start this junk over. Yeah. You gotta start this junk over. It's like a referee catch you cheating too many times. You might as well start the whole game over. Or might as well stop the game. Like the fake? Nah. Fake. Shoot. You got people who got family out there had to go through some difficult times just to become a citizen. Meanwhile, you got these people, bro, they got flown in on 20 plus airplanes. I heard they got $5,000 on cards. I don't know what kind of card it was. Credit card, debit card, I don't know. I heard they got new clothes. Bruh. I was hearing that for the whole 4 years that the dude was in office, man. I heard about that junk. I was like, damn, is this really real? Seemed like a nightmare. But no, they say it was happening. They say it was really happening. I was like, this can't be for real. They really doing this to the American people? Sheesh. And normally I don't talk about anything like this, but man, bruh. I just wanted to see what this article was about. Damn. You know what I'm saying? And then look at this person talking about, we don't need any useless parents. How you know the other people ain't gonna be useless parents? How you know that? Whoever made this comment, they must not be from here. No way they're American talking like that. No way. No way. If they are, they're a self-hater. But anyway, somebody said due process is being arrested, charged, having a hearing to see if they are legitimately illegal, and then deported if it's warranted. Not picked up, put in a holding center, deported. Wait, word? Somebody said 2 former presidents did a lot of deportation, but they didn't round up thousands. I mean, I heard they had camps. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard the older or the former or the previous administrations had camps in John. That's what I heard. I don't know. Deliberately taking away student visas and green cards. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Those people are doing it legally. I've seen reports of immigrants going to ICE for their appointments and being detained. People aren't. I mean, you know why they're freaking visas and stuff are getting taken away? Because they think they could come to college and get violent with people. You can't do that freaking ish. Especially if you're not from here, you can't do that. I mean, that's what I heard. I heard they was getting their visas taken away in college and all that because they were getting violent. But Americans, you're not even from here. Who you think you are? You're not even from here, bro. But then again, maybe they are from here. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But even if you are from here, you can't go to no type of school, whether it's grade school or college, trade school, any of that. You cannot go on campus with violence. You gonna get arrested. Something gonna happen. You know, police might beat you down like they did Malik on Higher Learning. Hey, behave yourself. Huh? In it? Behave yourself, bruv. In it? Anyways. It said people aren't going to show up anymore for that. Man, they been he said they ain't gonna show up no more. Man, they been wasn't showing up. But I get what they're saying though, that it might increase. It might increase. But boy, once they find you, they probably gonna beat the crap out of you once they find you. I'm just saying. But you might as well, if it was me, I'd go. I ain't gonna be on the run from these dudes. Once they find me, they gonna freaking flip me, bro. They go, look, man, they gonna suplex me. Like, heck no. I'd just go if it was me. You want to keep running all your life? Keep running. You don't want to keep running. Because once they find you, bro, they go elbow drop you. They go leg drop. Shoot, they'll get you the arm bar. 4 figure. What's it called? The 4 figure? Or the figure 4? Shoot. They might get you in a figure 8. Somebody said, why should they? Doing the right thing just gets them deported. Okay. The fig? You gonna get deported anyways once they freaking catch you. They gonna get you the fig up out of here. Once they freaking catch you. This person act like when you turn yourself in to the police for doing a crime, you ain't gonna get arrested. It's always been like that. It just, you saved yourself from getting stomped on, punched on, you know what I'm saying, Pac-Man chomped on, Donkey Kong stomped on. Shoot, that's what you saved yourself from. I'm just saying, she did the right thing. She did what she was supposed to do, but hey, because look, you keep running from them, and running from them, they gonna freaking slam your face to that car, to the hood of that car. And that hood might be hot as hell, too. Shoot, I'm just saying. Shoot, it never happened to me, because, hey, it never happened to me. Shoot. I do what I'm supposed to do. Hey, how that song go? I'll be there for you all the time. Hey. It said one of... Oh, yeah, my bad. I said Crump. Promises was that they would give green cards to students with visas who graduate from American college. Does this look like a promise kept? I don't know, baby. You don't swing on other students because they say they support this person on this side of a war. I don't support the war at all. I think it should just stop. But they probably not gonna stop until one side loses. Hey, it is what it is, man. May the Lord be with the people on both sides, man, because I don't know how that's gonna go. That's ugly out there. I heard people get beat up for saying what side they on. It's like, man, you better be quiet and get your work did. Graduate. No time for all that small talk. Y'all talk ain't helping the war any damn ways. Why get beat up for nothing? And stomped on. Like, the fick? What you doing? Like, I'm just saying. Is that, by the way, I see you on the what about train. What about that form of prayers? Slavery is illegal. No, it ain't. It is legal. Happens in prison, is what I heard. But what about that form, the other former president? He had slaves. Every country has slaves, bro. What you call working in prison for nothing? What you talking about? What the freak you talking about? Why people pretend like slavery is gone? Are you serious? People really pretend like slavery is out of here. That y'all still here. Just in a different form. Just like I was watching a movie the other day when they said that the KKK never went away. They just operate in a different form. And it's like, exactly, that goes for every group. Like the ancient Romans, people think they were all the way gone. Are you serious? You know what I'm saying? They think Pharaoh don't got descendants out there. I guess. If that's what you want to think. If that's what you want to believe. I propose men have... I already saw that. Somebody said get a finance. I think they meant to say finance. Cause some they said fiance. Did it say fiance? Is that a such thing? A fiance visa? Never heard of that. Green card and then citizenship like every other law-abiding immigrant. What? I never heard of a fiance visa unless they meant a finance visa. Somebody say MT wife, a legit immigrant, now U.S. citizen. 20 years ago said this. Crimea River. Well, who said that? You lying. They didn't say that. If they did, that's kind of funny. Thing is, many have, and yet look what's happening. Many have what? Somebody say it's with them as well. Keep in mind the Constitution stands for everyone, no matter a person's status, as long as they're on U.S. soil. It says, so she turned her back on her potential community. Shameful. For both of you, this country was built on the immigration of people before it was considered illegal. The fake, man. Man, come on, man. Really think about what you're saying. That's like saying, man, I should let somebody in my house because somebody stayed here before I stayed here. What the frick? I ain't letting no freaking random stranger live with me. Do these people think? But you got to break it down in layman terms, just like I just did. You know, because as you can see, I'm not the sharpest fork in the drawer, but I broke it down so you can understand. Would you let strangers in your home? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? If a stranger go up and knock on your car window, you let the window down a little bit, and they be like, hey, let me drive your car. You gonna be like, what the frick? They be like, no, let me drive your car. I don't have a car of my own, so can I drive your car? It's like, dude, I'm already in my car. No, just you can just move over to the passenger side. Let me drive your car. It's like, I don't even know you. Please. I'm gonna be like, bro, you gotta be freaking kidding me. You gotta be freaking kidding me. So I said, there's a legal way to come here. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying throughout the whole video. Video pretty long now. That's what I've been saying. It's a legal way to come here. It really is. What's sad is when people be here for years and they don't put the effort in to do it the right way. But maybe she didn't know. I don't know. Maybe she didn't know. Maybe she had false promises from the last administration. I wouldn't be surprised. If that's the case, then she shouldn't be mad at the current administration for correcting their mistakes. Shouldn't. So how many are living in your home that you're supporting? So let's say you really think going through due process for 10 to 12 million or more illegals that somebody else let in one at a time is the answer? Somebody said they were letting them in at a clip of 100,000 a month, and you want to deport them one at a time. No wonder voters are tired of your party. That's a good point. I think that's the best one I heard yet. Yo, hey, I like that. I don't think I can thumb that up. Can I thumb that up? Yeah, see, now I gotta sign in. That was pretty. I like that one. I like that comment. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, just like I was saying, the 20 plus airplanes. You might as well do the 20 plus. To be honest, man, when the man won, the current man, when he won, I can't lie. I thought this year or last year we was gonna start seeing 20 planes go the opposite way, but we haven't seen that yet. I don't know. Maybe they stopping him. I think they stopping him, man. I think the federal court or whatever you want to call it, they stopping him. They're not allowing him to do it. It sucks. It sucks, man. Because there's no telling who neighborhood they wind up in. And I know people might say, who is they? Do you know the people that ain't from here? The people that's not from here, from all these different countries around the world? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They could be trying to infiltrate all kind of junk. Spying on people, all kind of junk. Ain't no telling what they up to. Can't trust anything out here, man. Come on, huh? Sure. But yeah, man, I'm about to get up out of here, dog. Shoot. This story remind me of that what's that joint? There was this one verse. There's like a verse. I don't remember. There's a verse. Verse. Let me see. Verse on obeying. Yeah. I remember. Is this it? I don't know if this is it. I don't know. I don't know what verse it was. Do they have it in here? I don't know. Yeah, I think this is one of them right here. This is one of the verses I saw in the past. But it's also one in Exodus that says, obey the law of the land. This one is Romans 13:1. It says, submission to the authorities. Let every person be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those that exist have been instituted by God. That means God let all this happen. I didn't have to tell you that. You should know that. God let things happen for a reason. Just like he let, all them 20 plus airplanes in for a reason, so people can wake up and see, look what they're doing. 20 plus. And then I know a lot of people, they might see this video, or it might be just 3 people that see it, and they might be like, yeah, I don't believe this guy. I don't think he saw 20 plus airplanes. I'm telling you, man, I saw 20 plus airplanes. 20 plus one day. That's the most airplanes I've seen in my life. Some of them was different colors. That's how you know they was from different airlines. But I was like, damn, freaking 20 plus airplanes in one day. This is weird. But hey, it happened. I saw it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the freak? I couldn't believe it. I was like, what's going on here? That was sad. I was like, what the heck? I know it's another one. Hold up. Let me see, can I find another one? I know it was one in freaking, it was one in Exodus. I'm telling you, bro, it was one in Exodus. I know I'm not tripping. There's one in Exodus. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. I don't know where it's at. Oh crap! I went down too fast. Dang. But I'm telling you, it was an accident. I'm telling you. I know I'm not tripping, bro. I don't know where it's at right now. I'm telling you, man. I remember I put it on my Instagram and somebody was like, yo. I never heard of this verse before. I'm like, yeah. I just found out about it myself. I'm telling you, it was an Exodus, man. It's an Exodus or something. But I don't know. Damn, I don't know. I don't think know, man. I don't know. I can find it or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Oh, no, I can't find it right now, but maybe some other time. Maybe some other time. I just ended with a few of the ones that I always ended with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like this one here. This one says, John 14:6. And it says, Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. The only way, man. The only way to the Father. Don't let the other dude fool you. What's that dude that been going viral? His name started with an M or some John Marty. That's his name? Dude came out of nowhere. I'm like, who is this guy? People saying he's the Antichrist and all kind of junk. I'm like, who is this dude? Misquoting scripture, all kind of junk. I'm like, twisting it low key. I'm like, man, I saw that junk, man. Come on, man. You should know better, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like Isaiah said. Isaiah said if he's not serious about this, the Muslims are probably gonna stump this guy out. I mean, he didn't say it like that, but that's probably what's gonna happen. If they find out this dude's a fake, man, you're gonna be like, whoop that trick, get him, whoop that trick. Shoot, I ain't playing though. If you violate the Quran, then you gotta go. Ain't no, they bring it to the door. I bar none, let my tunic hang to the floor. Nah, that was not. But hey, I don't know. That dude's pretty strange. That new guy, I don't know what his name is. Mahdi or some jump. What's his name? Imani? Imad? Or, I don't know, man. I don't know how to say the dude's name. I forgot. I was watching that junk earlier. I saw a few videos of that junk. Of different people talking about it. I was like, man, I don't know what they had to say about this. Okay, this one says, whoever believes in the Son has eternal life. But whoever rejects the Son will not see life, for God's wrath remains on them. As simple as that, man. This video way too long, and I made too many errors within it. With my speech, it happens though, especially when I'm a bit sick. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me what y'all think about this junk, man. Not only the verses here, but what y'all think about this situation here. This ugly here. These comments and junk, this junk off the chain. So is that sub, of course, for you, cousin Tector, who was arrested. Who? Wait, what are they talking about? Who cousin got arrested? I don't know what's going on, bro. Hey, I was looking this junk up earlier, right? When I first cut my hair. Off, right? Somebody called me Walter Black, bro. That was funny. Somebody called me Walter Black, because I guess I got a bit of a mustache / goatee going on, because I can't grow a beard. As you can see. Yeah, somebody said I look like this guy. I was like, bruh. Come on now, bruh. I guess kinda. Man, call me Walter Black, bro. This guy name's Walter White, though, but they do call me Walter Black, bro. He's like, dude, your nickname is Walter Black, man. I'm like, huh? Walter Black? Anyways, man, I'm out this mug, man. John 3:36, forever. The kingdom is eternal. It cannot stop. It cannot. Okay? It's eternal. So do what you can to enter through by the narrow gate. And do what you can to avoid entering the wide gate that leads to destruction. I know your mom and your dad, they probably tell you that too much. And you're probably tired of hearing it. But you should listen to them. Because it's the truth. May blessings be upon you all and Shalom.